Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video tutorial, I'll show you how easy it is to work with cell ranges in the React spreadsheet component. I will also show you how to do text wrap, cell merge, data validation, autofill, and cell clearing. First, I open my existing project, where all the necessary spreadsheet modules are configured, with the basic spreadsheet rendering code. In the Sheets directive tag, I have bound data to the cell range, using the rows directive and cells directive tags. In addition to that, I have added the columns directive tag and specified the custom width for individual columns, using that column directive tag. You can refer to my Getting Started video for React Spreadsheet to learn more about creating spreadsheets in React applications. I've shared the link in the card above and description below. Let me run this example and show you the output. As you can see, the spreadsheet is rendered with the provided data. First, let me show you how to wrap text in spreadsheet cells. I can display multiple lines in single cell using this support. I'll paste a sentence in a cell and show you what happens. Text inside the cell wraps to fit the column width. I can unwrap the cell text using the Wrap Text button under the Home tab in the Spreadsheet ribbon. Click the same option to wrap the text again. You can enable or disable this feature using the Allow Wrap property. By default, this property is enabled in Spreadsheet. To wrap text in any cell, enable the Wrap property in that cell. Checking now, the A5 cell text is wrapped. Now, I will show you how to wrap the cell text using a button click. I include the button tag with the class name eButtonCustom and provide the content wrap text. To access the spreadsheet's built-in method, I declare the spreadsheet object variable and create an instance using the ref property. Next, I bind the onClick event and assign the callback method onButtonClick. Then, I define the method here. In the callback method, I call the built-in method wrap from the spreadsheet instance. I need to pass the cell address here. I specify the address G2 and pass true to wrap the cell content. In the app.css page, add the CSS styles to align the button. Now, I edit a cell G2, paste a sentence, and click the button to wrap the cell text. Next, I will show you how to merge two or more cells in same row or column into a single cell. To demonstrate the merge action, I have changed all the cell values of the stock details column to out of stock. Select a cell range and click the Merge Cell icon under the Home tab in the Spreadsheet ribbon. You have three options: Merge All, Merge Horizontally, Merge Vertically. I click the Merge All option and OK button. The top left cell data is the data for the merged cells. To unmerge the cells, click the Unmerge option. I can enable or disable this feature by using the Allow Merge property. By default, this property is enabled in Spreadsheet. Let me show you how to merge cells on initial load. To demonstrate this feature, I add another row with two cells. Cut the value property from here and paste it in the first cell. And set its row span property to 2. For the second cell, set the value to price details. Then set callspan property to 3. Checking now, the cells in the range A1 to A2 have merged vertically into a single cell, and the cells in the range B1 to D1 merged horizontally into a single cell. Now, I will show you how to merge cells using a button click. Before proceeding further, I will remove the callspan property from this cell directive tag. In the button click callback method, I call the built-in method merge from the spreadsheet instance. I need to pass two arguments here: cell range and type of merge. I specify the cell range B1 to D1 and type as all. Change this button caption to merge cells. Check now, when the button is clicked, the specified cell range B1 to D1 is merged. Now, I will show you the options available for data validation. I select a cell range, click the Data tab in the Spreadsheet ribbon, and then click this drop-down button. I choose the Data Validation option. The selected cell address will automatically be updated here. I need to provide the validation criteria. I choose the allow option of text length. The operator is less than, and the value is 8. When I edit cell E3, I get a validation alert stating this value does not match the data validation restrictions defined for this cell. The alert will be repeated until I save data less than 8 letters. When the option Highlight Invalid Data is clicked, the cells with characters not less than 8 will be highlighted. I can remove the highlights by clicking the Clear Highlight option, and remove the data restrictions by clicking the Clear Validation option. Now, I can save data with more than 8 characters. I can enable or disable this validation using the Allow Data Validation property. By default, this property is enabled in Spreadsheet. So, I will remove this property. Let's look at the built-in methods available to perform data validation on initial load. Inside the button click callback method, I call the add data validation method using the spreadsheet instance. I set the type to decimal, operator to greater than, and value 1 to 300. Then I call the add invalid highlight method using the spreadsheet instance to highlight the invalid cells. To this method, I can specify the cell range address to highlight the invalid data. If the range is not provided, the selected cell range will be processed. Change this button caption to Validate Data. I include another button with the content Remove Validation. I add an onClick event and assign the method Clear Validation. Now I define this method. Using a spreadsheet instance, I call Remove Invalid Highlight method to clear the highlights on the invalid cell range. Then I call the method Remove Data Validation using the spreadsheet instance. This one will clear the validation applied on the selected range. Checking now, when I select a range and click the Validate Data button, validation will be applied, and invalid data will be highlighted. I click this button to remove data validations and their highlights. Next, I will show you how to autofill cell data based on its adjacent cells. To demonstrate this, I have added another column, item ID. You can see the data, which is the combination of strings and numbers, and recognized as general format. I'll show you how to autofill data from cell A1. Now, I drag the fill handle located at bottom right corner of the cell to the desired cells. Checking now, the numbers are filled in accordance with the series. Other options are copy cells, fill without format, and fill format only. For these cells, the format will be copied. When I enter a number, the currency format will be applied. Next, I will show you how to apply autofill with a button click. I change the button caption to autofill and change the callback method to onClick. Inside the onClick callback method, I call the autofill method using the spreadsheet instance. In this method, I need to pass the fill range as A7 to A11. Then, I provide the data range as A2 to A6, and the direction of down. At last, I need to set the fill type as fill series. The last 3 parameters are optional. Checking now, when I click the autofill button, the cell range A7 to A11 is filled. Finally, I will show you how to clear cells. The options available are Clear All, Clear Formats, Clear Contents, and Clear Hyperlinks. We will see them one by one. I select the range E2 to E6. It has data with the currency format. To remove only the format, I click the Clear Format option. I select the range D2 to D6. To clear only the content and retain the format, I click the Clear Content option. When I enter a number in D2, the currency format will still be applied to it. Then, I insert a link into the G2 cell. Clicking that cell, it navigates to the Amazon page. When I click the Clear Hyperlink option, the link will be removed from the data. See, now there is no navigation on clicking that cell. Click Undo to revert the last action. To remove all the content, formatting, hyperlinks, and formulas, you select a range and click Clear All. Let's see how to clear content using a button click. Inside the onClick callback method, I call the clear method, using the spreadsheet instance. Here, I need to pass two arguments, type and cell range. I set the type as clear all, and the range as B1 to E6. I change the button caption to clear all. Checking now, when I click this button, the content in the specified range is cleared. In this video, I have shown you how to wrap text, merge cells, validate data, autofill, and clear cells in the Syncfusion React Spreadsheet component. You can download this working example from the GitHub link in the description below. I've also shared a link where you can see if you're eligible for our community license, giving you a free license key to use our React products. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel.